Today is creating an anti-inflammatory home. So I want you to close the door on any toxins that you're living with. And this can be the missing piece of the puzzle. We focus so much on our diets, what we put into our bodies, and our exercise, and our self-care. But many times we don't think about all the overloads and burdens of toxins that are in our own home. And toxins, whether we're in our home or not, they surround us 24/7. And this is when we need to really become our own detective. I'm Adrienne Charlie. I'm a nutritionist and integrative certified MS health coach, author, and speaker. And I'm coming out with something really exciting. So anybody that's listening, I'm coming out with a platform that is designed to be totally affordable for anybody. I can't wait to provide you with the 12-week program that I've been offering for my clients for $897. And then you will get group coaching as well. And you'll be getting resources and other events sprinkled throughout the month. And if you decide to join, you join for free. And then if you want to gain access to all these different tools, my 12-week program, and so many other extras that I'm going to offer, you're probably going to want to spend the little bit amount of money that I'm offering this platform for. And it's for you. Anybody diagnosed with MS is going to have a wonderful opportunity to start healing and to get your healthy self back. That's what I'm all about. So let me get back to our topic today. Our home. Our home is our sanctuary. And many times we don't think about the toxins that we live with every day. And in our modern indoor environment, we actually have more toxins inside our home than we do on the outside. So if we clean up some of these things in our home, we're going to be putting out the fire and promote an anti-inflammatory environment for our body to start healing. So let's identify the invisible chemicals in our home. This can be chemicals in the furniture that we sit on. This can be the clothes that we wear. And this can be the air that's blowing from the vents in our HVAC systems. This can also be the heavy metals in our tap water, or the lotions or the makeup that we use every day. This goal isn't to make you panic, it's to empower you. So let's start with breathing in the problem, our indoor air quality. So our indoor air quality is often 2 to 5 times worse than the outdoor air. And the main culprits are the VOCs. And this stands for volatile organic compounds. And these are the chemicals that vaporize into our air. And these are invisible, so we don't know that they're there. Think about this. Some of the chemicals that we smell are overwhelming, like fresh paint or the smell of gasoline, and it instantly affects you. But some of the chemicals that are in our home, they're invisible. We can't always tell that they're there. So let's look at our furniture. You know that new car smell? It's often a refreshing scent to most of us because we love new cars, right? But it's actually the chemicals that are off-gassing. So conventional sofas, mattresses, and carpets are normally treated with anti-inflammatory chemicals and flame retardants. And they're often treated with stain repellents and formaldehydes. And these are known as neurotoxins and endocrine disruptors. Think of pressed wood. If you have shelves that are made of particle board or medium dense fiberboard, they're most likely held together with the glues that contain formaldehyde for years. So here's the most effective and easy thing that you can do. Prioritize ventilation. Open your windows at least once a day for 10 minutes for a cross breeze. Just air out your home as much as you can. So here's an idea. If you buy new furniture, carpets, or even a new shower curtain, put it in your garage for a couple of days or a week if you can do that. Let these chemicals come out at least a few days before you put them in your home. If you can do it for a week, it's going to be better for you. You can also buy used furniture. It's already finished the majority of the off-gassing of the chemical. And believe it or not, buying antique furniture is usually healthier for you than the brand new sofa that's been treated. So now I want to talk about the silent trigger, and this is mold that could be inside your home. And this is one that is most often difficult to find. And here is a test. If you go on vacation and you feel great on vacation and you come back and you don't feel like yourself anymore, you're having these symptoms that you can't put your finger on, you could have mold inside your home. When these microtoxins build up in your body, they cause massive systemic inflammation, brain fog, fatigue, and can even lead to damage from the myelin around your nervous system. So HVAC systems, they move the air and they also manage humidity many times. So if your home is consistently above 50 or 60% humidity in your home, this could be a red flag. This is the perfect breeding ground for mold. So when this happens, essentially you're blowing all these microtoxins around in your home 24 hours a day. Here's what you can do. You can manage the humidity in your home. Make sure it's not above 50%. 30 to 50% is where really it should be. You can also get a professional HVAC person to come out and inspect your furnace and humidity. What you can also do is hire an inspector. You can ask them to only measure the moisture in your home. They have a device, I know this because I was a realtor for over 21 years. They have a device that they put on each wall to measure the amount of moisture in each section of your home. And if that moisture meter comes up to a certain amount, then you know that you've got water in the home that's creating a mold-like atmosphere in your home, and you don't want that. There are professionals that actually can mitigate mold. So this is something that you might need to do. You can also invest in high quality filters, and this would be investing in your health, right? So this way you'll be breathing quality air as much as you can. So don't be afraid to spend money on filters. I also want to talk about your tap water. And we use water for drinking, cooking, showering, and most of this water is treated in most areas to make it safe from bacterial diseases. But this process introduces chemical compounds that is less ideal for your neurological health. The two main concerns are chlorine byproducts and heavy metals. And yes, while chlorine is used to kill bacteria, but it reacts with organic matter to create disinfectant byproducts, which is known to be inflammatory and carcinogenic. And chlorine also damages our gut microbiome, and which we know in previous episodes is closely linked to MS immune dysfunction. And also heavy metals like lead, mercury, aluminum, and arsenic can leach into the water from old pipes, either the city's pipes or the ones in your own home. And these metals are direct neurotoxins. They love to deposit themselves in fatty tissues in our body. And this can include the brain and the nervous system. So here's your solution. Get a quality filter. You can get a home filter, or for less money, you can get a water pitcher with a filter that's changeable every month or so. And you can also get a filter on your shower head. This will definitely help your toxic load. Okay, so the fourth item I want to talk about is what you put on your body. So I'm talking about the lotions, the perfumes, the soaps, your makeup, and deodorant. And often we forget that our skin is our largest organ and it absorbs everything, including the air, microbes, and everything that we put on it. Here's an idea. If you wouldn't eat something that was toxic, Think about putting something on your skin. So we don't think about this. Everything we put on our skin gets absorbed into the body, everything. And even our clothes that touches our skin, this gets absorbed into our body as well. So let's talk about lotions and makeup first. I want you to buy organic lotions or organic makeup as much as you can. Some of these ingredients in the chemical labs are parabens, which are preservatives, and phthalates, and these are what makes colors last. Both of these are known as endocrine disruptors and can interfere with the subtle hormone signaling that regulates inflammation. And then perfumes and fragrances are also something that can disrupt systems in our body. Many of these perfumes are a cocktail of chemicals. I know they smell really good, but really think about what you're putting on your body. If you find that synthetic scents will trigger something like a headache or fatigue, your body is telling you something. And then underarm deodorant, I've talked about this quite a bit. I realized that after I took a hair test, I had large of amounts of aluminum in my body, and I couldn't figure out where this aluminum was coming from because I wasn't cooking a lot with it. And it took me a couple months. One day I looked at my underarm deodorant and was just reading the ingredients on it. And aluminum was high up there as far as the ingredient on that label. And I thought, oh my God, this is where the aluminum is coming from. And so I had to switch companies. And I actually found a company that sells organic underarm deodorant that has added magnesium in it. And I thought, oh gosh, I can always use more magnesium. But you can make so many things at home. Like you can put together a cocktail of your own underarm deodorant. So you can use, for example, coconut oil, baking soda, and you can use a couple of drops of essential oils if you want to set to it. These are natural. You can actually look up online or on YouTube how to make your own organic underarm deodorant. And you can also do this with toothpaste and with so many other things. And actually for lotion, what I use for my body lotion, I use castor oil, which is a natural oil from a plant. And I actually have another made up body oil that has added vitamin E and natural oils that I put on myself. So I really avoid lotions that you just pick up from the store as much as I can. And I have a beef tallow face lotion that has beef tallow in it, beeswax, and honey. And that is the only ingredient. And you know what? My skin loves it. And the last thing I want to mention, and I have to admit, I eventually have to change my whole entire wardrobe as time goes on because most of my clothes are synthetic. And when I learned that clothing can be absorbed into your body, I was shocked. So let me tell you a little bit more about this. Most modern clothing are made from synthetic fabrics like polyester, nylon, and acrylic. And essentially, these are plastics from petroleum. And they're often treated with dyes and finishes that contain heavy metals and formaldehydes. And wearing these clothes all day is another toxic overload. And like I said, I myself am going to start changing the fabrics in my closet. And fabrics that I'm going to start buying are cotton, linen, and wool. These are all natural fabrics. So I hope I got you thinking a little bit more about what's in your home and how you can clear out as many toxins as possible. And think about your cleaning supplies too. There's many cleaning supplies that you can make on your own at home with vinegar and essential oils and other natural products that are really affordable. And this information is to empower you, not to scare you, not to overwhelm you, but just to get you thinking about what's in your home and what you can start fading out or phasing out and what changes you can start making. So in conclusion, think about the air you're breathing. Make sure you air out your house as much as possible. Be sure you get some good filters. Think about your water and how to filter your water, and also the products that you're using. From now on, you know that you can buy organic and natural products that are going to support your health. And don't forget, if you like this video, subscribe or pass it on to somebody and get on my newsletter list. If you have been diagnosed with MS, I've got a newsletter that comes out every Sunday, and I give healthy tips, a delicious recipe, and I want you to know about this new platform that I'm coming out with. It's super exciting, and it might be something that you want to do to start healing MS as soon as you can in actionable steps. Go to nourishyourway.com, hit the newsletter tab, and get on it. And then I will keep you updated. So thanks for listening, and you'll hear from me in the near future.